Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Now, the Netherlands has agreed to return 119 Benin Bronzes to Nigeria, marking the latest step in a global movement to right the wrongs of colonialism. Now, these priceless artifacts looted by British soldiers in the late 19th century during the sacking of the Benin Kingdom are finally coming back home where they actually rightfully belong. Dumelang, Absheni, Ralocha, Sanbanani, Mulweni. My name is Naledi Mfoloe, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News Channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Now, I feel a sense of pride and joy knowing that these cultural treasures will be reunited with the people who actually created them. I mean, the Benin Bronzes are more than just objects. They are a part of the identity and history and spirit of the Benin kingdom, which now is part of the modern day Nigeria. I mean, they are a testament to an African craftsmanship and culture. And for so long, they were taken away without consent and scattered across the world and displayed in museums far from home. I mean, the fact that these artifacts are finally being returned is a significant step towards healing and justice. I believe it's a symbol of Africa beginning to reclaim what was lost during the dark periods of colonization. And let's not sugarcoat this. These objects were stolen. They were taken by force, and for decades, they've been on display in European and Western museums, often without any acknowledgement of the violence behind their removal. And that's what's sad. And what the Netherlands is doing is setting a strong example for other nations to follow, because this isn't just a simple act of returning objects. I think that it's about acknowledging the trauma caused by colonialism and taking responsibility for the theft and plundering to African culture. But while I'm happy to see these artifacts return, I also feel bittersweet because I can't help but think about the countless other artifacts still scattered across the globe and hidden in museums and private collections, that they remain beyond the reach of African people. And I'm reminded of the story of the Cullinan, also referred to as the Great Star of Africa, which is known as the world's largest diamond that was actually allegedly stolen in South Africa by the UK over 100 years ago. And South Africans have been demanding for the return of the diamond for quite some years now. So when I think of what the Netherlands is doing, I believe that this moment is an important victory, but it also reminds us that there's so much more work to be done. Story of looted African art is far from over, and the fight is just beginning. So for us as Africans, these returns mean much more than just the physical return of art. It's about the restoration of identity. It's about telling the true history of our people and our cultures, rather than the one that was written for us by colonial powers. And I believe that these objects are a living, breathing connection to the past, and they hold the stories of our ancestors who, despite all efforts to erase them, continue to shape who we are today. And I also want to stress the importance of making sure that these lead to tangible benefits for the people on the ground, because the return of these artifacts must be accompanied by educational programs, museum development, and the opportunity for Africans to connect with their cultural heritage. Because I think that this is not just about taking back what was ours, but it's about building a future where African history and art and culture are celebrated and preserved and respected. So while I celebrate this victory, I also know that this is one piece of a much larger puzzle, and the Benin Bronzes are coming home, and that is something we should all be proud of. But let's keep pushing for more, and not just for Nigeria, but for all of Africa. What are your thoughts on this? Please, let's continue the conversation in the comment section. And while you're at it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Till